Hey guys, Ryan Graydon from Hidden Acres, and just coming to you to remind you quickly about the men's retreat coming up January 22nd through the 24th, and hoping that you guys are going to attend. We already have 129 guys signed up for that weekend, which is fantastic, and I know there's more of you out there that would come to that retreat. But you know, this morning, as I'm just kind of sitting here preparing for retreats and planning events for retreats and stuff like that, you know, the question that I came into my head was, why do we gather? Why is it right that we gather? And especially in this COVID culture, gathering is challenged, and it does carry risk. I will be the first to admit that COVID is real. I've had friends suffer from it already. But why do we gather despite? And we'll talk more in weeks to come about the precautions. But why do we gather? And so I went into my Bible here. You know, I always have it open on my desk. Matthew 20:18. I remember Matthew 20:18 very simply tells us that where two or more are gathered in His name, I am there. You know, so we know that in the presence of two or more believers, God is present. And again, even more towards just why men should gather, in Proverbs 27:17, it says, "As iron sharpens iron, so does one man sharpen another." So why do we gather? It's because we should and because we need to. Years ago, I was an adult. I had a wife and a child, and my parents went through a divorce. And because of that divorce, you guys, my relationship with my dad was strained. And for a long period of time, I just wanted nothing to do with him. He hurt me. He in my mind, destroyed what was good. And so the bitterness and the frustration and the anger, I thought I would handle. I knew it was going to be a time and I'd get over it, and I thought I would fix the situation. But you guys, the reality is I didn't. It consumed me. And what I thought I was handling well, my 2-year-old daughter one time looked at me and said, "Daddy, why are you so sad all the time?" And it was at that moment that my heart just broke. I realized I can't do this on my own. I'm not built to do this on my own. And at that time, I was even meeting with a men's group. But I would go to meet with that men's group. I would do what we're supposed to do. And that was it. But that morning, I entered in that room with that men's group before work, and I told them, this is what's going on in my life. And I remember just tearfully laying it out. I couldn't even ask them what I needed them to do. And immediately, these 6 or 7 brothers surrounded me. They encouraged me. They prayed for me. And they carried me when I couldn't walk anymore. I remember these guys calling me every day, talking to me. Every time we met again, they say, "How are you doing? What can we do for you?" When I saw them at church and they said, "How are you?" I knew it wasn't a generic "How are you?" It was a sincere, "What's going on? Can I carry a burden for you?" That relationship with my dad healed. And I was sharpened by other men. You guys, that's why we gather. That's why we need this. And I would encourage you guys to get men to this retreat. It's going to be a fun weekend. We've got a lot of activities planned that we are being precautious with as far as COVID issues. And we ask that you do your part too in coming. We want it to be safe. But at the same time, I think we need to gather. And we need to encourage each other. You go, my heart is men's hearts. My heart is that your heart would be challenged, changed, encouraged, and that you would begin to build a brotherhood around you, because that's how we get through things. And so if you have questions, comments, I'm all ears. I would love to engage in anything that you have a sincere concern or worry about. And again, nobody's forcing you to come. But I also think we need it. And so you have to wrestle with that. But again, I'd love to see you here January 22nd through the 24th. It's going to be an incredible weekend. More details to come. And thanks for listening, and we'll see you soon.